The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Man open, here's Jones. It's a gain of 35.
That's good for the Jaguars.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. The Jaguars at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's brought in by Harris. They'll get it inside the 20, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. A gain of 22.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he's got it. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And that's the type of run we expect out of Taylor. We all remember his all-pro season in 2021, leading the league in yards and touchdowns. Not quite those heights in 2022 when he missed time with an injury, but in only 11 games, still reached nearly 900 yards. When he's healthy, tough to find a better runner in the league.
That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Taylor, and he's going to to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Richardson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Lawrence will throw.
This is caught. It's Kirk. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Kwity Paye able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Paye still managed to improve upon his rookie year with 6 sacks despite playing in only 12 games. Let's get this guy out there for a full 17. I'm pretty sure he can deliver well more than that.
He'll let it fly for Austin.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Calvin Austin.
67 yards.
And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now Richardson.
And that will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Agnew now to return. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pierce in motion left. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Going for it on 4th. Richardson being chased out left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
A short throw there to Strange. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Hunter Henry brings it in. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Lawrence running right on the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He's up to the 20 and finally taken down to the 25-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second down, here's Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They go play action with Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
All right, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Right there, right there.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd down and 8.
Reload. Check mash, Let's go.
Running left, Taylor. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
By the Colts. They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check, Panther. Check, hurt. Ready.
A give for Taylor running right side. And some room to run now. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 142 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ready.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Okay,
from the 23, here's second down and 7. Here's Richardson to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play. The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Lawrence's throw brought in by Austin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That third down conversion good for 23.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Again, it's Lawrence. Setting up the screen, Harris. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He'll let it fly for Austin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juju Brents. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
Let's go now. Bring it. Panther Street.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Richardson from near his goal line. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now Lawrence to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Photo run show Fatukasi there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. They're still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Now Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Hey, flash Broncos!
Again, it's Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them, run fit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Colts are right back in this football game.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the counter, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Richardson to throw off play action. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Ready.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
And the Colts 1st down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Now Richardson.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that will keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
This ball caught by Strange.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.